I'm in danger of my Google AdSense account being suspended. And I have a funny feeling they work here 7 days a week. Hello, Kontanam Jedwan. Jedwan. Mai mi one yut.
No one yut.
Okay. So they never have a day off. Hi guys, welcome back. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. In this video, you find me out for a walk at this particular part of the video. But as you know, our videos are multifaceted and God knows where we'll end up. We spoke about vulnerability in our last video, vulnerability in Thailand. And I'm feeling quite stressed this morning. What's he beeping at? I'm feeling quite stressed this morning. By the way, pedestrians are second-class citizens. He beeped me because he saw me in his path. Anyway, not going to go into that. 100% vulnerable if you're on the road in Thailand as a pedestrian. That's for damn sure. Anyway, vulnerability. As you know, as you probably do, that I garner a reward from Google as part of my endeavors on YouTube. But you see, you're so vulnerable there because they change the goalposts at any particular time. Today, as I talk to you, I'm reeling in stress because they have sent me a message. They sent me a message yesterday stating that I must provide photo ID in order to continue to enjoy their a remittance from Google on a monthly basis. Why, after 3.5 years of a seamless situation where I have been in receipt of said remittance without issue, do they now require photo ID? And not only that, but they stress that if the photo ID isn't accepted, let's say if I uploaded it and it's not accepted, and then upload it again and it's not accepted, there's a limit to the amount of times they'll accept it. And once that limit's been exceeded, that's it. Your Google account is not suspended, but your payments from Google will be. And not only that, it's it's so vague. It says that the information you provide with your photo ID, i.e. passport or driver's license, must match exactly the ID information that you provided to Google in the first place. And then it gives my address, my name and address. But since when is your address on your passport? Anyway, I'm just setting the scene. For the stressful situation I find myself in today. And what do I do to alleviate this stress? I go for a walk. And we might meet some people. And we see what's going on around these parts on this Monday morning, which is the first week. That's actually the start of the second week of December, and I've just been bitten by a mosquito. Anyway, let's go. So I might be stressed out as to the ambiguity of Google and their requirements for verification, all that bullshit. But it could be worse. I could be doing what these guys are doing. These are motorcycle taxi drivers, as you know, or Win motorsai, as they say in Thai. And I have a funny feeling they work here 7 days a week. Hello, Kontanam Jedwan. Jedwan. Mai mi one yut.
No one yut.
Okay. So they never have a day off. Oh, mai mi one yut. Tukwan. So they said they work every day. They work every day without a day off. And you know, you're looking at maybe 10 to 20 baht for a fare. And you see the amount of them that are standing there. There's about, I'd say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? There's 6 or 7 of them there at that rank. And it's not in a particularly busy place. The reason they're here is because there's lots of condos here. There's one in front of me. There's one just there behind us. Hang on, I'll just swing around so you can see. And up there, this place is full of condominiums, and that's where they garner. I wouldn't say that, they earn their crust. I'm the one that garners, they're earning. And not earning very much. So you could be worse off. Let's continue. and not earning very much. So you could be worse off. Let's continue. Behind me is a lottery seller. You know, you've been to Thailand, you know all about these guys. They don't get a day off either. They're just on commission only. I think it's 10%. I might ask him. Hang on, I'll adjust this. So I might ask him. Okay. So, how are you,ครับ?
อันนี้200
200
อันนี้100 นึง
100 noon 100 noon
ใบเดียว
By the okay 100 noon นะครับ Okay. So I'm going to buy the lotto. You see, they choose their numbers because they think it makes a difference. Okay. Okay, no problem. What might do? I will not look. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay. Come to Nam Tukwan. Tukwan, yeah? Might me one yacht. No? And keep percent, come me. 10%. 10%. Okay, thank you. So he gets 10%. I just got myself a lottery ticket. He gets 10%. So that's 100. So he gets 10 baht. Imagine. It's very noisy. Imagine. So I could be worse off. What I do online sounds like heaven compared to what he's doing or the motorcycle taxi drivers are doing. Fix motorcycle, yeah? Tamnam motorcycle. Come Tamnam motorcycle. Mechanic, yeah? Yeah, bad noon. I'll have to Google translate this. 1 second. Bad noon. No, okay. Are you a motorcycle mechanic? Any?
คุณเป็นช่างซ่อมรถก็เคยเป็นนะ
Yeah?
เคยเป็นอันนี้ซ่อมส่วนตัว
Okay.
เคยเป็นซ่อมส่วนตัว
Okay.
อันนี้ซ่อม
Oh, down there. Okay. Thank you. So I just asked him, was he a motorcycle mechanic? And I don't know exactly what he said back to me. He seems to be working on that. That's the kind of job that would ease my stress. Absolutely. Anything that takes your mind off something will ease your stress. Just like my walk. And meeting the people that I'm meeting is generally easing my stress. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. You never find YouTubers talking about stress in Thailand. Well, at least I've never come across it. It's something that I don't necessarily live. Well, I do. To be honest with you, I do live with stress. By virtue of the fact that I'm living, that my status in Thailand is so unsure and so unstable, and my status with Google is so unsure and so unstable, that when a little bump comes along on the road, your stress levels can soar. And if there's one thing that helps me out, is when you guys support me, just like these guys here, on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want, that goes a long way to affording me the opportunity to reduce my stress levels. So if you want to do that, lads, if you want to give me a handout, there's the QR code, you can scan that or click the link below. But this is what, just to be, get back to it, I would say that if a lot of the guys on YouTube in Thailand were honest, that they would say that they suffer from stress. And how, you could say, how could you be stressed in such an environment? Well, you see, when you're on your Sweeney, when you're on your Todd, when you're on your own, you're left to your own devices with minimal support. I'm lucky enough to be in a marriage where I get some kind of support, but not so much. Anyway, we said we were going to meet people. Have a look at these. What are these doing here? Kung kaya rai. Sorry, kung kaya rai to me. Coconut, yeah. Okay. And any. Put that tank in the mail, right? 20 บาท
ใช่แล้วค่ะ
โอเคพร้อมไป ATM ก่อนโอเคพร้อมมีไม้สแตงตอนนี้โอเคคนทำน้ำทุกวัน every day ทำน้ำทุกวัน
ไม่ได้มาทุกวัน
oh no
วันเป็นวัน
เอาวันจันทร์ one day
วันจันทร์น่าจะวันพุธ
วันพุธ
ใช่
วันจันทร์วันพุธokay thank you okay so I genuinely don't have, she said 20 baht. I genuinely don't have 20 baht on me because I just bought the lottery ticket. That's all the cash I had. And I'm not going to scam. I'm not going to scam for something I don't want. I don't really want coconut, not the humour. You might say, why didn't I help her out? I help people do it all the time. Anyway, she doesn't look too stressed. Let's keep going. I am finding that this walk, you know, so I just want to say, I'll say it, I'm finding that this walk has helped reduce my stress out. Honest to God. Because my stress was up to here when I uploaded my passport for Google this morning. When I realised that if it's not right, or is it slightly blurred, or is a corner miss, or whatever, they're very precise, that I'll only be allowed to do it a certain number of times before I get rejected completely. But you see, when you put it in the grand perspective of things, when you put it in the grand scheme of things, I haven't been diagnosed with any terminal condition, you know. And we all have a terminal condition. It's called life. We're all going to croak it. But it's relaxing just to be out and about. So I don't know where we're going to end up in the next part of this video. But I'm going to go home now and relax. And the next time you see me, we'll be going somewhere else and doing something else to help relieve our stress. So you'll find me a few hours later heading down to the gas station to get some gas. Excuse me. Because if I leave it till later, I'll get stressed out. That's the truth. I have time now to do it. Capon, thank you. I've got time now to do it, so I'll do it now. Because if I leave it till later, I'll be stressed to feck. Because I have to pick up my son from school. Driving around, look, she's lovely. Very nice. You didn't say what I could say, and there you're for nothing. That's something that will cause you stress as well. All the beautiful girls that you can't access, let's say, or you shouldn't access. And if you do access, and you're off you go after you, they look at you as if you got two heads when you let them go. These are pedestrians when you let them go first. Because, as I said before, pedestrians in Thailand are like second-class citizens. The main thing that's causing me stress today is the Google thing. That, without doubt, that's such a huge part of my life. And for it to be on such a knife edge, every part of my life here seems to be on a knife edge. Every single part of my life seems to be on a knife edge. Oh, for peace and tranquility of a stable income and to be able to reside in a jurisdiction where you don't have to prove yourself once a year, or you don't have to seek approval once every year. I don't know. Our videos aren't taking a negative slant, although some people would say my videos have always been negative. Well, I can tell you they haven't always been negative. They're just what it is. And let you know what it is. This is how I feel today. Since I came back from my walk, I've been reasonably relaxed. I did a bit around the house, trying to keep my mind off this bloody Google thing. And they always say he's undertaking me as I'm turning. That really drives me mad. Undertaken as you're turning. Just get this bloody stuff. The whole day now has been marred by this. Hopefully, in a forthcoming video, it'll probably be the next video after this. I'll be able to tell you that my stress has been eased. But you see, there'll be something else then that will cause it. I gave up smoking about 6 years ago, and by pure stupidity I started vaping, and I've given that up too. Vaping was actually harder to give up, to be honest with you. It's more addictive. So yeah, vaping was even... Where's he going? He just skipped the... No, he didn't. He's going out. I thought he just skipped me. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. There's two pumps. One there, and I thought he was overtaking me. If you're wondering, I get... it's gasohol 90% alcohol, 90% gasoline, 10% alcohol. It's called 91, or they say Gauss a bed, and it's 31.53 baht per litre, which is less than $1 per litre, which is very good actually. The cost of gasoline doesn't cause me stress. Here we go. Pull up in line. I must say, as I said before, customer service in Thailand is second to none. Absolutely second to none. Let's get this stuff. Gao noon Halloween the crap.
9,500
Hello, try grab. Off with the engine. Better get scan this. I can't lower the window on that side because the camera is on that side.
Okay.
Cap on, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Cap on, thank you. As I said, customer service here is unbelievable. You get a free bottle of water when you come to Potazar. That's where I come. That's very good. Okay, well, I put on my belt. I better put on my belt. Never hear the end of it. Hang on. You see, again, we could be worse off. I could be doing what they're doing. You know, petrol pump attendants or gasoline pump attendants. When I left Ireland, I don't know if it's still the case or not, but we don't have people to do that. You do it yourself. But here, the emphasis is on customer care, and that's something that will ease your stress. There's a lot of things in Thailand that will ease your stress. If you're on vacation and you're lying on a beach down in Phuket or in Pattaya or someplace like that, stress-free. But if you're living here and you're, as I said, at the behest of the administration who decide your fate once a year in terms of your visa, that's stressful. And Google, do you know how much power we give Google? Do you know how much? I mean, you don't need me to tell you, but if you're a YouTube creator or do anything online and you're depending on Google for income, they are God Almighty. They are absolutely 100% in charge. And you can be wiped off the planet. You can be wiped off the face of the earth. You can lose your Google account. So if you lose your Google account and you use your Gmail on other platforms, your whole life could be up the swanny. It's amazing how much power we give. It's absolutely amazing how much power we relinquish to third parties. Honest to God, fuck, it's down again. Honest to God. For me, that's what causes the stress in my life, that third parties have power over me. God, there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said for living on a desert island. Nobody else. There's a guy that does it on the Mariana Islands. They're part of the United States, believe it or not, near the Mariana Trench. There's an island at the very, very north, I forget the name of it, where there's one guy has been living there on his own for the last 5 years, completely isolated, alone. And one other guy joined him within the past few months. But how do I know this? Because a couple of YouTubers went out to the island and visited him. And he is completely self-sufficient. And he looks serene. That's not for everybody, of course. But days like today, I just wish to hell I didn't leave so much of my life under the control of third parties. That's the truth of the matter. But thankfully, the one thing that nobody can control, only you, is your thoughts, is your consciousness. But very soon, if things keep going the way they're going, that will be taken hostage as well through AI. God, there's a lot of stress, or there's a lot of things that may cause you stress if you think about it. Anyway, I'm going to park this, and then I'm going to get into my online activities, and I'll talk to you very shortly. Don't go away. Well guys, it's the next day, and to be honest with you, the stress has only increased. I uploaded my passport to Google AdSense for ID verification, and it wasn't right. Then I uploaded, they give you another chance. Then I uploaded my Thai driver's license front and back as they specified, and that wasn't right. They said it was glare on it. It's a laminated document, the driver's license. I don't know how I can avoid glare, but here's another thing. They intend me to supply confirmation of my address. I think in the States you have your address and your driver's licenses. In Thailand we don't. In Ireland we don't. So I'm here in Paramgao. Well, Paramgao's across the street there. And I'm going to go to get a copy of my latest phone bill with hopefully confirming my address. I went to the bank to look for a bank statement because that's acceptable as well. But the bank, well, they said in Thai, "mai dai," which means cannot. I don't know if they said we will not, but they said translated as "mai dai" cannot. They cannot give me a bank statement with my address on it. Only my account number, and I think my mobile phone number. I think. So this is the situation I find myself in. If this isn't, let's say, acceptable, I'm in danger of my Google AdSense account being suspended. They only allow you a number of attempts. And you might wonder, why are they looking for confirmation of my ID? I Googled that as well. I've been in receipt of remittance from Google AdSense for 5 years. And just now they look for reconfirmation of my ID, and apparently they do that from time to time. So I'm going to go over the road here and hopefully get address confirmation. So guys, you probably noticed that it's a good bit later on. I actually went into McDonald's to have a creamy Parmesan quarter pounder with cheese and bacon. Absolutely lovely. You're going to see that, because the next scene, the only thing is, the next scene that I shot in McDonald's was completely blurred. So I just want to fill you in on exactly what happened. Went to TrueMove. They gave me my bill with my address, but the address that they have for me is my old address in my mother-in-law's house, not the address on my Google AdSense account. So I have to get that changed. It will take a month for them to change that. A month. So I since have got my driver's license scanned where there's no glare. And when I did that, I uploaded it to Google AdSense. It has my address on it. But guess what? The address on my driver's license is Pontootini. So I don't know where I stand. If I change my address now, which I can do, to Pontootini, my payments will still be suspended because they'll send me out a new PIN code to Pontootini. How long would that take? I don't know. Look, I live here where I am documented to be residing in terms of Google AdSense. It's been a total nightmare. It is a total bloody nightmare. Anyway, look, we'll just get back to McDonald's where I'll enjoy my burger and I'll tell you a bit more about this. So I got a super duper large Coke, super duper large fries, and a super duper creamy Parmesan. I mean, double quarter pounder. How about that? If that's not comfort eating, I don't know what is. I'm gonna get some ketchup. God, the blood pressure must be sky high. But at times like this, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm totally. What am I saying? I'm not completely disillusioned. But these are things you can do without. And this proves the fact how vulnerable you are. I mean, god damn. As I said earlier on this video, leaving yourself at the behest of third parties. Now that is just a recipe for disaster. God damn. I'm going to eat this and we'll conclude. You don't want to see me eating a burger. You know, it's not a food channel. I mean, you've all been to McDonald's. We'll reconvene when I finish this. You know, you can't maintain your dignity and eat a creamy Parmesan double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon. And it's getting harder to maintain your dignity living in Thailand as well, when things like this happen. I'll finish this and come back to you. So guys, that was well worth it. I tell you, if you haven't had a creamy Parmesan double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, you should try it. 200 whatever, 250 or something baht. But look, let this be a cautionary tale to you. Don't ever rely on YouTube for an income. It's only the very, 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 very successful top few that can make a killing on it. The rest are just also-rans. And when you're put in a situation like this, it just goes to show how vulnerable you are and the stress that can come from that. At the conclusion of this video, I'm not stressed anymore. Because whatever will be, will be. I mean, I'm not just saying that, but that's the truth. I'm a great believer in every opportunity. I'm a great believer in this. Every problem creates an opportunity. And that's a fact. So remember, it's not my Google account that will be suspended. I'll still keep bringing in the videos. It's my Google AdSense account that will be suspended if I don't do this, or if I have another couple of unsuccessful attempts to verify my ID. So I'm going to wait. If the internet is in my name, I can get that sorted this week. But if it's not, I'll have to wait till my phone bill changes to my new address, which is in a month from now. But don't worry, lads, there's plenty more to come on this channel. And remember, if you haven't done so already, click the like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. But whatever you do, don't relinquish your independence to third-party organizations or institutions. There you go. See you later, lads.